تلك آيات الكتاب الحكيم هدى ورحمة للمحسنين.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. There are many who claim that there is no harm in singing and that it is no different from recitation. This is incorrect, and it is evident that the companions detested singing. It is reported that a person recited in a melodious way in front of Al-Amash. He said a man once recited in front of Anas ibn Malik, may Allah be pleased with him, in this manner, and he detested it. The word melodious is called Al-Han, and Abdullah ibn Yazid al-Anbari reports that a man once asked Ahmad ibn Hanbal, "What do you say about reciting with Al-Han?" Abu Abdullah said, "What's your name?" The man replied, "Muhammad." So Imam Ahmad said, "So would you like to be called Muhammad?" Also, it is reported that Salim ibn Abdullah ibn Umar al-Hattab, may Allah have mercy on him, was asked to listen to someone leading the prayer. When he heard the recitation, he turned back exclaiming, "Singing, singing." Furthermore, it is reported that Al-Fudail ibn Ayyad, may Allah have mercy on him, was asked about reciting the Quran with melodies, to which he replied, "This is something which they took from singing." And it is reported that Imam Ahmad said, this innovated recitation, which is called Al-Alhan, I detest it." He was very strict against it, and he said, "I believe it resembles singing, and the Quran is to be preserved from this." In addition, Ibn Mas'ud also talked about the effects of singing. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, said, "Singing sprouts hypocrisy on the nifaq in the heart as water sprouts greens and herbs." Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah expanded on this by saying, "These are the words of someone who fully understood singing and its effects. For no one regularly sings or listens to song except that his heart falls into nifaq without him realizing. If such a person understood the reality of nifaq and its end, he would see it in his own heart. Never do the love of song and the love of Quran come together in a person's heart except that one expels the other. I and others have witnessed how heavy the Quran feels to singers and song listeners, how they coil when it is recited, and how they get angry with a reciter when he recites too long for them, for example in prayer, etc., and how their hearts do not benefit from what he recites, and how they are not moved to do anything by it. But when the Quran of Shaitan comes, La ilaha illallah, how they lower their voices and settle down, how their hearts feel at peace, and how the crying and emotion start, how moved they are inwardly and outwardly, and spend on clothing and perfume and staying up, hoping for a long night ahead. If this is not nifaq, then it is certainly the way to it and its foundation." And so we come to the question, what is singing and what is the difference between that and recitation? Ibn Dawood, may Allah have mercy on him, was once asked by Bishr ibn al-Haris, "If I pass by a man reciting, should I sit and listen?" He asked, "Does he become euphoric because of emotional recitation?" Bishr replied, "Yes." Ibn Dawood said, "He has shown his bid'ah, do not sit with him." Becoming euphoric in Arabic is called al-tarb, which is a state of emotional intensity which may bring about physical expression. For example, when you see a non-Muslim singer and he overreacts, this is an example of that. Ibn al-Jawzi also stated what else singing comprises of. Know that the melodious musical recitation, al-alhan, is detested for a number of reasons. Amongst others, its reciters merge letters that are not supposed to be merged. They extend vowels, mud, where there should be no extension. And they omit the hamza and the doubling of constants, tashdid, just in order to preserve the melody. Also, this kind of recitation causes people to get emotionally carried away, al-tarb, and it distracts people from pondering the Quran. Malik ibn Anas warned us against the effects of singing the Quran. Imam Malik, may Allah have mercy on him, said, "I do not like reciting in melodies, neither in Ramadan nor at other times, because it resembles singing, and it causes the Quran to be laughed at. It is said that a person is a better reciter than that person. The Quran becomes the subject of rivalry and entertainment." It has reached me that the slave girls are taught to recite like this, as they are taught how to sing. Do you think that this was the way Allah's Messenger ﷺ used to recite? Bilal ibn Sa'ad, may Allah have mercy on him, said, "Do not think about how small the sin is, but think of who you have just disobeyed." So in conclusion, we know that it is impermissible to become overly emotional and to get carried away with the recitation, and that we must stick with the rules of recitation and not that of singing, so that we do not force it to sound like a rhyme and we do not extend where it is not needed, etc. In addition, it can be noted that there are numerous narrations from Imam Ahmed about this. Amongst them, when asked about it once, he said, "It is something innovated, but to recite in a beautiful voice is fine, if it is naturally his voice," as was Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, may Allah be pleased with him. When asked about reciting with al-Lahan another time, he replied, "No, it is allowed, if that is his natural voice, like the voice of Abu Musa. As for learning how to recite like this, then no." He was asked about recitation with melodies and harmonies, to which he replied, "It is a bid'ah." It was said to him, "They gather to listen to it." He said, "Allahu musta'an." Allah is the one whose aid is sought, a statement of sorrow and disapproval. Also, he said it is a bid'ah and not to be listened to. Wa barakallahu feek for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.